Hey, hi, I'm Ann, and something that
Hold your mic closer.
don't know about me is in high school, I used to eat crayons before I had to go to class and speak in front of people, so I lost my voice, so I couldn't speak. But today, I'm here because I found my voice, and I have something to tell you guys. I have something to tell you, and that's my story. I'm a photographer, and for 20 years, I've been taking pictures of you, all your faces, but I didn't really see you because I couldn't see myself. So for the last 5, 7 years, things started to change in my photography, and I started to see you, your soul, in your eyes, because I found my own soul. And it wasn't always like that, because in 2010, my life, as I knew it, got ripped out from underneath my feet. I lived in a beautiful house on the hill with a pool, and everything looked perfect from the outside. But it wasn't so perfect on the inside, because my husband was verbally and mentally abusive. So one day, he threw me and my 6-year-old son out. We had nothing. No home, no money, no job, and we were homeless. My family's in Sweden, and thank God I had some good friends. And some of them are here today supporting me. So we slept in people's guest houses and guest rooms and couches. I even slept in my car a few times. And
Breathe.
one day, when I was so down in my darkness, and I didn't see any hope or anything, I was depressed, I was suicidal, I was broke and broken.
One hand up, 2 hands up. Anybody know what that kind of darkness feels like? Let her know she's not alone.
And one morning, or actually it was an afternoon, when I was going to pick up my son from school, that's the day when everything changed. And I was on my way there, and I saw no rescue. There was nobody coming to rescue me. And I picked him up, and he came in the car, sat in the back seat, and he goes, "Hi, Mommy, let's go home." He patted me on my shoulder, and I looked in the rear mirror on his big blue eyes and blonde hair, and as he said, "Mommy, that's right, we don't have a home." And as I'm crying, I had my first BOL that day. And I realized that I am my own rescue. And this beat up, homeless alley cat that day became a roaring lion. So what I did, I had watched The Secret a few years before that. I watched The Secret, and I resonated with Lisa since she was a single mom. And I started reading her books, following any self-development program, anything that I could. And baby step by baby steps, I started to build my future. And finally, I sat on Craigslist one day to look for a job. And being a photographer, I figured that's a good start to look for a photography job. And there was a company that were doing boudoir for women. And for those of you who don't know what boudoir is, it's taking pictures of women in their lingerie. So as I'm sitting on the bed in my Target cotton underwear, I know we all have them, I didn't realize why would somebody want to have all these pictures in their lingerie. But I got the job, and that changed my life. I found my purpose. I put my camera down, and I connected with these women on a deeper level than just seeing their faces or their bodies. And that's when my photography just took to a different level. We talked, we shared our stories, and the owner of the company said, "Ann, I don't know what you're doing, but you have the highest sales of the company, so whatever you're doing, keep on doing it." And eventually, I got my own home studio because I finally had a home. We got into a small house, and I started my own little studio in my garage, and then grew from there to now my own studio. And I just want to say that you take your spark in your eyes that I see in all of you, and you light a big, big fire. Because I'm Ann Landstrom, I'm a master photographer, and I got to photograph Lisa Nichols.
So we want to show you just a little bit of, I've been photographed thousands and thousands of times over the years, literally thousands. And something came out in her photography, and I truly believe it was what she saw through the lens. And so you've seen a few of them. We couldn't help but unleash a few of them prior to Speaking Right. But I want to share some with you because some of you are looking for branding yourself, yes? And whether you use Ann or not, I believe that these photos are the best that show personality. And a photo shouldn't just be a static headshot. Though you need those, people should be able to get an essence of who you are from your picture. And Ann captures that second to none, just absolutely first class. So, Bruce, do we have the photos available of some of Ann's work? I thought I'd wear that for y'all today. This next part is very personal to me. And I really prayed long and hard if I wanted to share this with you. And some days it was a resounding yes, and some days it was an absolute comfortable no. And my prayer is that you see beyond the picture to the courage. For 19 years, I was over 200 pounds in weight. I had many medical challenges that led to that. I've always been athletic. My family knows how athletic I am. Somehow I was very athletic, over 200 pounds as well, because that's my DNA. But I had medical challenges that led to 6 blood transfusions in 3 years and emergency hysterectomies and just a bunch of stuff. And it just was I called it my private health hell. And I had that health hell while I was making bestsellers. And it wasn't for the public to know because I didn't have a solution. And I never tell a story that I'm not feeling like I'm winning the battle of. And so up until 4 years ago, I didn't know this body only other than in my mind. But this person was always in there waiting to come back out. Always. This is who I've always been in my head. This is who I was as a teenager, as a young adult, and then I didn't know that I needed medical help. I was too stubborn to get medical help. You know, I'm from a generation or culture or community that says you go to the doctor to die. You know, all the stories. So this next set of pictures, I want you to see more of. This was me allowing the inside of me to meet the outside of me. And I'm only sharing this for the transformation opportunity, not because it's necessarily easy. So would you share the next set, and to show you what this woman was able to facilitate, because I came in very, very scared. So Bruce, there's another video of hers, the second video of Ann's.
Love Your Body?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And Ann was a co-creator in this. She truly, this was the old me. This was the me many of you met. Me and my son when he went off to college. And remember, I made all of my first 6 bestsellers over 200 pounds. So you don't have to wait.
I love.
To fall in love with yourself. It took me a long time to fall in love with myself.
Without your kiss, I've been dreaming of.
So to me, the boudoir pictures was about me loving Lisa. It wasn't for anybody else.
Your mouth,
It was me allowing myself
your lips,
to see myself
your
again.
touch, your eyes, your mouth, your face, your touch.
So there are a lot more pictures in that set, and I encourage you, if you're looking to up-level your look, your brand, your image, there are many people that can serve you. I happen to know how well she'll take care of you. And when you go into her studio, you'll see more of my photos. I wanted to respect the environment here, respect the religious differences here, respect the space here, so I'm not showing them, but I did tell her she can show them to you when you're in her space. So men, if you want to have a fresh look, women, if you know that You're wearing your now good, but you can wear your next even better. Anne is in the back. I've asked her to give you the special Motivating the Masses deal. I've asked her to be fluid and flexible with you. And her answer was what? So please give Anne a round of applause.
Thank you.
Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Thank you. Isn't that wonderful?